Good morning. All right, I'm going to go over the GDP report that came out yesterday. A report on savings that is quite troubling. I'm going to debunk a report about the housing market rebounding. But first, gasoline went up. It is Friday. Prices went down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We finally saw that at the pump yesterday. There's an increase of about 4 cents. Again, the increase happened yesterday. It took 3 days for the price decreases to show up at the pump. How long did it take for the price increases to show up at the pump? 1 day. I think it's funny how 4 cents US increase wholesale means about 10, 15 cents Canadian retail. Look at that spread. All right, the GDP update. It ain't good. The bottom line, the data shows a soft economy with output growth stagnating in August and downward revisions to June and July growth. Because of this data, the RBC expects another 0.5 point cut in December. And this report here, which is about personal recovery, paints a very stark picture of where we're going in the future. Because what they're saying about personal savings also applies for corporate savings. More Canadians are investing savings in term deposits. So that's like guaranteed interest certificates, etc. So fixed term deposit, like bonds, rather than something that you can liquidate right away, like stocks. And you can see right here, when rates are low, there's more investment in stocks. When rates are high, there's more investment in guaranteed returns. But corporations are doing the same thing. That's why there's job losses and project cancellations. I've mentioned this in the past. If you've got $1 billion to invest in a project or several projects, why would you? You've got a guaranteed return sitting there. Why would you risk it? But when rates are low, well, then you're going to risk it. The problem is these are term deposits. They have a maturity date. You're not touching the money until these deposits mature, which could be 3 to 5 years down the road. So corporations are going to wait 3 to 5 years before they take this money and invest it in new projects, which means a slow economy for the foreseeable future. But hey, Canadian home buyers are responding to the rate cuts. Kinda. Yeah, take stuff like that with a grain of salt. Because even though I have a lot of respect for RBC and their economists, they're ignoring history. I don't know why economists tend to ignore history. It seems to be a very common practice. Anyway, I don't have the activity for October yet. That should be coming out in the next couple weeks. But here's 25 years of activity. As you can see, it's very cyclical. Activity peaks in the spring. Q1, January, February, March, that's when most people get out there and buy a house because they want to close 60 to 90 days later, which tends to be the end of May. When do people not want to close on a house? The wintertime, December or January. This is the trend for 2024. I think the bottom is going to be in December, just like it was last year. So when the headlines are telling you that there's no activity in December, just know that's perfectly normal. And when this 0.5 point cut happens in December, people will realize that the bottom of the market has passed them by and they will get into the market come Q1 of 2025.